Hello guys, it's good to have you guys back here to the channel. So in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a padded laptop compartment for your bag. Either you want to make a tote bag or a travel backpack, as long as you want to add a padded compartment, this is the format on how to go about it. So a few months ago I posted a travel bag, a backpack with a laptop compartment, but I really didn't explain how to go about the laptop compartment properly, and I promised to post another dedicated tutorial on how to go about a padded laptop compartment on the channel. So you guys that have been waiting for that tutorial, this is the tutorial for you. So I am going to put the link in the description box on how to go about that backpack in case you've not watched it. But if you've watched it, you can just go ahead and proceed watching this other tutorial. So before we go straight into the tutorial, I want to appreciate every one of you guys for your subscription, for your likes, for always being here for me. I love you and God bless you. And if you're just seeing this face for the very first time, please do well to click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post in new tutorials, because on this channel we have many more amazing tutorials to show you guys, and I know you wouldn't want to miss out on any tutorials. Feel free to check on our previous tutorials and feel free to stay tuned for our upcoming tutorials. So having said that, guys, I love you so much, and let's go straight into today's tutorial. So guys, what you need for this padded compartment is your material you want to use for your padding, and the foam. I'm using a half inches foam here. You can use 1 inches, you can use 1.5 inches, depending on how bulky or how thick you want the padded compartment to be. And the measurement of the material you're using is determined by the measurement of the laptop. So I'm cutting out a 12 inches laptop compartment. So I cut out my fabric at 13 inches. The half inches is for stitching allowance by 21 inches. The length of the 12 inches laptop is 10 inches. The laptop measures 10 by 12 inches rather. So I'm cutting out 13 by 21 inches. So half inches is for stitching allowance. So the foam is half of your fabric. So that's why I folded the fabric into two and I cut out the foam. So what you're going to go ahead and do now is to fold it this way and stitch by the top. Yes, you are stitching by the top. So this is what it should look like. Then you turn it inside out. You're folding it right side facing each other and the foam is in one side. Then you stitch it at one top. You stitch it at one top. Make sure you are stitching it at the lengthwise, because the widthwise is where you're going to be putting it on your fabric. So after you stitch it at the lengthwise, so I'm stitching it at the 21 inches. Then the 13 inches, which is the width, is what is open on the two sides that you're seeing like this. So when I was done with that, I am just arranging it nicely so that I will not have any rumples or any ruffles while sewing it to the body where I want it to be. So since it is an inside compartment, it means it is going to be on the lining. So in case you are putting you want to put it anywhere, this is just how to go about it. So what I am doing right here is to just measure and make sure I have my dimensions right, because I don't want it to be bent and I don't want it to be too upwards. So I want to come down by 2 inches from the top of the lining. You can come down by 1 inches or 1.5 inches depending on how close you want it to be to the top of the bag. Then from the bottom you go up by half inches or 1 inches depending on how far you want it to be from the bottom. So I would advise you bring it closer to the bottom so that the laptop will have somewhere to hold on, so you put it like half inches on the bottom. So the width of the bag I am actually doing is a 14 inches in width bag. So it means I have to get the measurement of the both sides. I have to go out by 1 inches on both sides, so that I'll be able to place the laptop compartment as middle as possible. All right. So these are just essential measurements. If you can do it with your eye, no problem. But for the sake of this tutorial, I decided to, measure and measure and measure, so that you guys will see the proper way to go about it, so that in case you are a beginner, you would know what to measure, how to measure, and how to go about it. So this is just me making the measurement of where I want the compartment to be. I'm just remeasuring. So after I was done measuring, the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do now is to use that line as a guide to sew. You know me, I love using my lines as a guide to sew. Now when you are sewing this side, you don't sew it open like this. Yes, you sew this bottom straight first, so that it will stay in place. When you are sewing, make sure you fold in this open edge, so that when you want to finally stitch it like this, it will not be you do not have rough edges. So when you want to now stitch the side, you fold it in and you go ahead and stitch it, so that it will look neat. So this is what I made. So you see that it's neat and it is well padded. So the bigger the foam, the more softer the compartment. Yes, that's the word. So after you're done, the next thing you're going to go ahead and do now is to put a magnetic snap holder that you are going to use to hold the pocket, so that when somebody put laptop on the bar on the pocket, it will not be uh, gashing out. It will not open teeth. Jesus, it will not come out. So you go ahead and just get a piece that is 1 inches in width. The length is determined by how long you want it to be. Then you put your fastener and you just go ahead and give it a straight stitch, and this is what it looks like when you are done. So this is the holder, and that is basically everything about this tutorial. And this is the final look of the tote bag I was making with the laptop compartment. And this is how the laptop compartment looked from the inside. And that's like basically everything about this tutorial, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye for now.